Broke 50 pounds lost. 50.2 pounds, just under 7 months. Wow. Look at that. Unbelievable. 50 pounds. Whoa. Incredible. It's a whole lot of work. It's a lot of work. What? I'm trying to make a movie, schmoops. What? Hey! Oh, he's in the mud. Hold on. Alright. Yeah, so there's your lesson. There's your lesson. Life happens, right? I'm trying to make my big, heavy movie, and Jake's out there playing in the mud that we're trying to fix. We're trying to fix mud. Anyway, I'm down 50 pounds. It's taken about 7.5 months. It's hard. It's getting easier now, actually, because my patterns of eating have become more natural, and it's actually getting, that part's getting easy. But now that I've kicked in the working. So anyway, people, or the working out. So anyway, people have been asking me, like, kind of like, you know, what's the whole deal? So I'm gonna try to sum this up. And this is just for me. And this I think is the most important thing, is that you find what kind of works for you. To kind of regiment yourself into another formula or another format. Like everybody's like, if somebody's like, oh, you know, all you can do is eat salads and do yoga. Well, if you don't like salads and you don't like yoga, what are you gonna do, right? So I've done pretty much everything over the last number of years to lose weight with no long-term results, no real results. Like I'd lose 10, 15 pounds, 20 pounds, and I'd go hard for like 6-7 days and drop like 8 pounds, and then it would start to ease up, and then I'd lose, you know, another few, and then all of a sudden it just started to kind of pile back on with the food. So anyway, here's the synopsis of, in my experience, and I have a lot of experience with this. I've gained and lost probably 500 pounds in the last 20 years, and for years I worked in the gym business. I was you know, a personal trainer. I was a medic in the military. I was civilian medic, qualified too. So a lot of stuff that I know about, and a lot of stuff I've experienced. And here's what's worked for me. It's really, really simple, kids. Take notes. Stay off of wheat. Stay off of wheat. Stay off of wheat. Stay off of wheat. It's poison. It's BS. It's garbage. Don't let anybody tell you it isn't. It's garbage. Refined sugars, garbage. High fructose corn syrup, garbage. So the things that I avoid: bread, pasta, rice, soda, packaged junk. I still have some processed foods, and that's it. That's the main thing. The most important thing is that. And I get my carbs from vegetables and little things here and there, but not much, you know, and my body's starting to burn the fuel from body fat, and it's like time released, and protein is like time released energy too. So in the midst of eating this way, so here's your you need carbs for energy mantra. In the midst of all of this, no breads, no pasta, none of this stuff, I'm kickboxing and doing CrossFit every single day. So anyway, I'm passionate about this, you know, because I think in a lot of ways I've been lied to by society and by the marketing of, you know, big food, you know, heart healthy grains. Right. There you go. There's an illusion. There's an illusion. Yeah, put sugar in your system. That's good for your heart. Anyway, I'm pumped up this morning. The kids got me up, man. I'm like, it's on like Donkey Kong. Sunday morning, We're all heading to church except for Hemi. He can't go to church. He doesn't have thumbs. You have to have thumbs to go to church. Just kidding. But that's it, man. Stay off of the grains, the wheats, the flours, the refined sugars, the pharmaceutical refined wheats, and flours and all that stuff. What I have been eating, pretty much the same thing every day. Real simple. I do whole milk, organic Greek yogurt, and I put either slices of banana in it or raspberries and whole almonds, and I'll have that once or twice a day, and I love it. And the key is to have whole, don't do low fat or non-fat yogurt. Once you take the fat out of the yogurt, you ruin the yogurt. Do whole milk, organic. I do the Stonyfield and Cobalt, and there's a Trader Joe's brand or whatever. I don't know. We do a bunch of it, and I do that quite a bit. The other thing too is Karen will cook large amounts of a couple of different types of meals, and then I just eat those, you know, periodically throughout the day. Sometimes like she'll just make sausages, and then I'll just have a little bit of sausage, sometimes just little bites. She also makes this, it's like a stir fry of vegetables with cauliflower rice. Now check that out. I think you can get it probably anywhere. But it's really good. You know, I'm Cuban, so I grew up on rice and beans. So like the thought of giving up rice was like, this is impossible, right? And let me tell you something, man. If you're out there and you're fat, chances are you're eating a lot of bread. And you think to yourself, oh, how can I live without bread? Bread's in everything. Well, yeah, bread's in everything you eat because you're freaking fat. That proves that bread and all this junk is in all your stuff, right? You can live without this stuff. I am a testament to it. I am a guy who lived on bread and rice. Pasta secondary. Bread and rice. Everything. Bread probably first and foremost. You know? Yeah, what's up, buddy? I'm going to make you... See, he wants yogurt. Look at this. And look what he brings to put in his yogurt. Now, this is good parenting, kids. Parenting. Chia seeds. And we know, why do we like these? Because they bind with heavy metals. They turn into a gelatinous substance. They bind with the things that are being cleansed out of your body, and they pass them out of your system. Because if you're cleansing, but you're not passing stuff out of your system, it's reabsorbing. See, this is so this is getting ingrained in my children, right? So when I was a kid, I didn't know anything about this. I lived on plantains and black beans and rice and TV dinners, and vegetables for us was canned corn once a week. But those days are over, my friends. So anyway, Karen will make this stir fry thing, you know, like kind of an Asian stir fry with, you know, bean sprouts and broccoli and some nuts and stuff. And then we do the cauliflower rice, which is great. Which I thought, you know, how am I going to, you know, I would hear people talk about like staying off of refined sugars and wheats. And I'd be like, well, what do you eat? Right? I mean, everything I eat, everything that I eat, you know, whether it be Taco Bell or a slice of pizza or a burger, or, I mean, every single thing. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, bags of chips. I mean, I'm trying to reflect back on the things I used to eat. But all right, I'm coming. 1 second. He wants yogurt. He wants yogurt. See, he's getting it. All the kids are getting it. And we're doing the Greek yogurt. I'm telling you. So I do the whole milk Greek yogurt with bananas or raspberries with some whatever. And then we have these little crackers, and they're kind of like low carb ricey crackers. I don't know. They're just little ones, and I'll do those with yogurt. All right, I'll find some. I'll do those with hummus. We have the organic, cool, good hummus from Trader Joe's. Love hummus. And then sometimes in the middle of the day, I'll just do a banana with some cashews. So those are like three of my main things. You know, the yogurt with the raspberries and cashews. All right, I'll find them in 1 second. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to make a movie, man.
Okay.
Come here. You want to be in the movie? Come here. Tell everybody. What is it that you want to tell the world?
Dada.
Dad. This was a huge, you know, contributing factor. Last year when I got very, very sick with pneumonia and I was in bed for months and months and months, I was like looking at my kids and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to make it. I'm going to die. I was 275 pounds. I had chest pains. I was depressed. I was angry. I couldn't sleep. I had sleep apnea. I went and did the sleep test at UCLA and they were like, well, you got sleep apnea, dude. You better watch out. It's bad for your heart. You know, I was frustrated. I was lying about food to everybody, and I was living on, you know, I was actually really, this is a hard thing to say, but I went through the last few years prior to this new change, I went like on a McDonald's kick. And I mean, I've watched, you know, the movie 50,000 times, and I know that McDonald's is the devil. But I got strung out on number threes, no pickles, no onions, right? Because, you know, when I'm having McDonald's, I don't want any vegetables except for ketchup. Which is probably not the best form of vegetable, seeing as how it's loaded with high fructose corn syrup, probably some wheat in there. They put wheat in everything. And MSG, which they actually feed to mice to make them fat. It's in 80% of all our food. And you see fat mice, you know, when they do these like these tests on mice, poor mice, you know, they really take it in the booty in life. All right, it's coming. 1 second. I'm almost done with the movie. Anyway, yeah, they feed the mice MSG, and they know that the MSG makes them fat, so then they can experiment with like what is fat making you have cholesterol or cancer or whatever. But they put them in. They feed them MSG. Now, the food manufacturers intentionally put MSG, check it out, 80% of all foods we eat have MSG put into them. It's designed into the food to make us fat. So there you have it. There's our government. Don't trust any of them suckers, man. Find it for yourself. So there you have it. So those are the most of the things that I'm eating. All right, give me a second, buddy. What else? What else am I eating? You know, Karen will make a little. So she'll also do this little like thin like Asian skirt steak that and I'll put that in with the vegetables and the cauliflower rice. So, and Karen's like vegan and gluten free for a while now. So, you know, she makes like vegan lasagnas and that kind of stuff. And then I drink water, I drink kombucha, and I drink juices, you know, like fresh, you know, whatever, you know, kale, ginger, turmeric, cucumber, celery, collards, cauliflower, whatever, broccoli, you know, regular juices. We make them here, and I also go to the Urban Juicer. Shout out to my boy Charlie at the Urban Juicer. And that's it. Keeping it very, very simple. You know, and not forcing anything. And the thing that I've learned, you know, I've been really learning about paleo and this book, the Primal Blueprint, and also the Mark Sisson, or not, that's the Mark Sisson is the Primal Blueprint, but there's also a movie called The Perfect Human Diet, and it kind of researches our history. Yeah, 1 second, I can do this, I can finish this, almost done, almost freaking done, now it's done. And they found that like the whole thing to our natural genome is it's not about repetition, and it's not about everything being the same and eating at the same exact time and making everything perfect and getting always everything into a routine. Our genes actually respond to inconsistency better. And I found that to be true. Some days, you know, I'll have some small meals a few times a day. Some days I don't eat that much, and I have one big meal, and then the next day I get up and, you know, I do cardio on an empty stomach, and then I have a huge breakfast, and then I go all day without eating, and I have some nuts later. And, you know, there's no set, like, I have to eat every 2 hours. That is such BS. You know, we have a carnivorous GI tract, which is not designed to be eating food every 2 hours. Do lions eat food every 2 hours? Right? No, cows do. They have a herbivorous GI tract with multiple stomachs and 50,000 miles of intestines. We don't have those kind of stomachs. So, I don't know, I'm just dispelling a lot of crap that just didn't work for me, you know, and I think that the industry's pushed so much down our throats, and I think some of it's not happening, and my metabolism's fine. All right, I'm losing two pounds a week pretty consistently. And actually it's good, you know, and I'm a huge fan of Chris Powell and this, you know, his extreme weight loss shows and all that stuff. I've been following him for years, and now I'm realizing kind of the downside of their approach, which is like, yeah, lose 200 pounds in a year. After this year, every one of these people has to go in for like severe skin removal surgery. And that's not to say that, you know, you don't have to, but you know, the body, I don't think this, and I've been researching this too, is how the skin kind of reacts. You know, it takes, after the weight loss, it takes a year just for the body to kind of, because you know, the body fat is like it's like some sort of like an endocrine system. It's actually like an organ. Body fat is not just some dead thing that lays on you. It actually it interplays with not just your skin, but it interplays with your hormones and the way your body chemistry works. So when you start dumping it out, it's changing your body. So I've found for me, it's been best to kind of go at a nice little pace and not go crazy and starve myself and do 3 hours of cardio a day, because I've noticed in this process, the periods where I really like starved myself and went hard and I lost weight quickly, my skin kind of suffered, and it would bounce back after a time. Go take that in there. I'll be out a second. All right. Oh, Angry Birds. And I started to realize for myself, like, it was like my body kind of couldn't keep up. I mean, yeah, I could physically lose it. That's not the problem. I mean, if you don't eat and you do 3 hours, you know, of cardio a day, you're going to lose weight. That's it. But, you know, the skin is going to suffer. So it's best to just kind of cruise, find a nice pace, and let it fluctuate. Let some weeks be better than others. And sometimes I'll go and be steady and slow, and then I'll eat a little bit more. And then for 3 days, I barely eat. I go hard, and then like I weigh in and I'm like 3 pounds down, and then it'll stabilize and I'll eat more, and I won't exercise and I'll lay on the couch for a day. Or, you know, I'm doing, you know, the natural rhythm of what feels right for me. So I don't know if any of that helps. Drinking obviously enormous amounts of water. I've always kind of drank water, and I don't know if that's even that necessary, but I just do, because also I'm a singer. And it's just, it helps me. I don't know, I just like water. And I guess I'll wrap this up with the fitness thing, which is where my head's completely at. You know, for like 4 or 5 months, all I did was obsess on food and learning about food and the digestive system and the endocrine system and how the hormones and insulin, it's all about, you know, keeping the insulin and the cortisone levels under control and low is really the most important aspect, I think, of getting fat to leave the body. Hence why you gotta chill out and not eat sugar and not eat wheat. If you chill out, you don't get the cortisone. If you don't, you know, sleep also, and getting your circadian rhythm. We'll get into all that later on. And I'm on a journey here, man. I'm gonna help people in the end. I'm gonna get certified as a trainer, and you know, this is going to be my thing. It's going to be a part of my life. It's going to be my second career. You know, I've got the music and the vocals and the singing and guitar playing, production, and the studio. But then I'm also going to be, you know, helping people with this, because this is serious, man. This is serious, and I have done everything. I have done the good, the bad, and the ugly. I know I have experience with every style of dieting. I know everything that doesn't work, and I know everything that works. I'm telling you, I do. You think I'm crazy, but people that have known me, they know, man. I mean, I was in the gym business and in the powerlifting world, and you know, I was an athlete as a kid, and you know, then I was a couch potato and fat, and I was a medic. I was in the military, so I've done it all, man. I have fluctuated I mean, I got pictures like, whoa, is that the same dude? You know, when I was a kid, like a rock star, I was 145 pounds, man. Shredded to the bone. Shirtless on stage. Slinging a Les Paul. Making it happen. Going on the road. Wrecking hotel rooms. Wrecking hotel rooms, baby. You know, and then like 10 years later, I'm like 250 pounds and complete loser. I was anyway. Not everybody. Some people gain weight and they're happy like that. I wasn't. I was miserable because it wasn't the real me.